spread, even though we move here slightly right now to the upside. I will show you why the $106,000 level is the key level to watch right now, and I have, of course, so much more for you prepared that we're gonna go over here in today's episode, so make sure that you're not missing out on any of that. And you know the drill, guys, let's go. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here on this Saturday. So we jump directly into the charts here. Bitcoin is trying to now break back into a former support level, and that would be inherently bullish for us if we can close within here the $107,200 to $109,000 mark. We have yesterday tapped here into liquidity all the way down to $105,000 to $102,800 and got a strong bounce back to the upside, and then today's candle kept pushing here into a higher prices. So and right now we're also seeing here a small move here to the upside, and it is of course also reflecting currently in not only Bitcoin but also in altcoins, and we're going to talk about that also here in a moment. So you see here on this daily chart why you see on this daily chart even better why the $106,000 level is such a crucial key support zone here. By zooming in here a little bit, so as you can see here, we closed exactly above that level. So bulls have defended that level and now pushing back here to the upside. And the next upside target would be $109,600. Oh, and I just realized, I think one of my Bitcoin trades just printed, I think. I have to look in a moment. I wanted to show you this trade. I think already closed in massive profit, but we're gonna get into that in a moment here. Also here on this daily chart, you see here that we have a golden ratio in alignment with that. Also this golden ratio was here respected at the 0.618 and the 0.65 level. So there is a lot of confluence why Bitcoin is currently going back to the upside. And as long as we are holding this golden ratio level here, we should get continuation at least to the 0.382 level. So that might be a rejection point, just for the simple fact that we had this level here prior as support, also in alignment with the point from where we broke down and retested the upward sloping trend line now as resistance here with that wick. And that makes it a technical target on the way back up here, where we could potentially get a rejection. If we get a rejection from the $110,000, $112,000 level, then the most likely outcome, how this would be playing out, is that we move up here, like this, get rejected, and then we start, actually going lower here. So, but we are not there yet. This is still far, far away in the future. So let me just see here how I adjust that here. Yeah. So I'm gonna make this kind of like this. So you would basically look for a head and shoulders pattern, most likely a head and shoulders pattern when we are coming up here. So, but if we're not forming a head and shoulders pattern, and we are rather forming here now a W pattern, something like this, then you know, okay, we are good. We're on the way back here to the upside. When we are looking at on the shorter time frames, on the 30 minutes chart, so we got here a deviation yesterday to the downside. I had mentioned that I was expecting that this area down here is the deviation that we were waiting for. And from there, we move now back to the upside, created here this bullish pennant, this symmetrical triangle, and we are breaking currently out of that. So if you want to trade this is your opportunity to get right now into a trade here on Bitcoin. This is really strange. Why are only 10 people here on that on YouTube, on the stream? Let me see over here. 12 people. Guys, what is going on here? I have to double check here quick something, because that is not... Really, really strange that we have only 12 people here. Oh, you're in Bangkok. Amazing, amazing. But anyway, let's move on here. I don't know why that is. I think YouTube is not pushing out my video today for some reason. But maybe everybody will come later. So here, like I said, if you want to take a trade, right now is a good opportunity to do so. I also need to keep time here a little bit. So here the technical target would be $108,726 on that current breakout here. So if you want to wait for confirmation, just wait here another 9 minutes, and when the next 30-minute candle pushes to the upside, that would be then your entry. You would of course lose and give a little bit of profits away if that would be if you would trade this that way. So just that you see that here we're looking at a scalp trade 1.46%, and like I said, maybe a little bit higher, 1.25%. Stop loss here at $106,800 approximately. Risk reward 1 to 2.4 is absolutely fine, but you need to use your high leverage, like at least 25x or something like that. That's what I would be personally using here on a trade setup like that. So, but I can also tell you that this is a level that price will be attracted to because we have liquidity sitting up here from that whole move to the downside. So there could be in the next 30 minutes candle an impulse move straight all the way up here to $108,700. Why? Because we have an imbalance here, we have an imbalance here that gets now partially filled. So we have here two imbalances on the way up. So, and that's liquidity that market makers are targeting back to the upside. So, but from here we could also see a short-term rejection over tomorrow, going sideways, and then into Monday push here to the upside. Then on the 4-hourly time frame, also key levels that we need to watch here right now is here the 0.5 level on the Fibonacci retracement levels, because that is the level that we need to hold and defend today. So we need a daily close above that level, and of course also multiple 4-hourly candles above that level would be amazing, and not basically a jumping rope around that. So the next, basically the current 4-hourly candle and the next 4-hourly candle should be clearly above that level and moving in direction here of that golden ratio on the 4-hourly chart. And then the next targets, if we can close actually here in the next 24 hours above that golden ratio, the next target here on the mid to long-term time frames will be here these bigger imbalance candles that we have here, the fair value gaps starting from $113,700 to $115,000, and then above that $117,200 to $118,500, because remember, these fair value gaps, they are closing, so especially when they are having that kind of size, so price always returns back to the upside to balance out the chart. So this is still a target here that needs to be met, and we know also from the liquidation levels that this is in alignment with these fair value gaps that were left behind. Now on the MDX algo scalp gradients, what I'm personally looking for, I still don't understand why here are only 12 people on the stream. 7. What is going on here, guys? This is so strange. I'm not showing up on YouTube, but I see here in my dashboard that I'm actually there. Oh, wait. Why? Oh, okay. I see the problem. How did that happen? Oh, I know how that happened. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of people need to watch then afterwards, because I will be not super long around here. But yeah, that makes sense now. Thank you for pointing that out. So now I changed that. You know what was here the problem? So I changed it. So now let's continue. On the MDX algo scalp gradients, we got actually a dot plot yesterday down here. What I still want to see here for a proper confirmation is a take profit signal from that initial sell tag that we got. So you see here we have a sell tag up here, we get then a take profit point, and that's usually marking then the end of that move. The same with a buy signal here, take profit, then reversal back to the downside. So we got here the reversal, we got here the dot plot, but I need the next take profit dot plot to have proper confirmation that this whole downwards move is done and that we are ready now to return to the upside, because then we can size in even more into the trade that I've taken all the way down here yesterday. And I'm going to show you that trade here actually right now. Here. So here's that trade. So here you see right now I'm up $700, but I traded yesterday while I was actually out. I was trading. And you can see here I made here $7,200 $1,100, and then before that $400. Here something starts smelling like fire. I don't know from where this is coming. I hope it's from outside, because sometimes the neighbor's burning something in their garden. But yeah, good that I'm not that much here around anymore. A couple minutes, but yeah, I have to check that out. Not that the house is on fire and I'm streaming here. But anyway, yeah. So if you want to catch these trades with me together, guys, you know the drill. You know, so you had all the opportunity in the world to take this trade yesterday with me together. That I'm currently up, and I was actually in and out of that. So now I'm back in that trade. So you could have taken a trade yesterday. You can take it again right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Opening the trade right now, because it's literally $200. You know, it's like 0.2% of a move that you are missing out. Yeah, sign up on Weex for that. There is a link in the description for that. Also, don't forget, if you deposit at least $500 and are reaching out to me on Telegram or my team, you get access to our VIP Telegram, where I sent yesterday that Sol trade. And I just want to show you here how that Sol trade is now performing. So look here. I'm up almost $2,000 on the trade. It's always jumping between like 2,100, 1,900, but I'm up $2,000, and I have taken this trade yesterday, guys. You were here when I took this trade. I had shown it to you when I was up like $50 or something on that trade, you know. So yeah, sign up for that on Weex, guys. There's also still that welcome bonus where you get immediately $400 for basically doing not a lot, you know, a $200 airdrop position, $100 just for signing up and downloading the app. Plus, if you deposit $500, you get here another $400 an airdrop. So yeah, actually $800 that you get absolutely for free. So yeah, there's a link in the description if you want to go to Weex. And on top of that, it's non-KYC. If you're in the US, you can actually use Weex and trade there. Now, on the liquidation levels, we see here that Bitcoin is moving in the direction of $1,700, $800 to take out the 50x over-leveraged short liquidity that's sitting here, and that might trigger, if we get here above $108,500, might trigger a short squeeze past $110,000. So, and that would lead to a retest of the 50 moving average. I'm not convinced that we would immediately break above that. Maybe with a wick, but then I think we would still come back to like 110, consolidate here a little bit, find momentum again before we push into higher levels. So I don't believe that we would directly squeeze here to the 200 moving average unless there is something news related happening again with Trump. You know, he made a deal with China, you know, no tariffs anymore, they're finding an agreement, something like that, you know. So the rate cut could be also going hand in hand with that, plus maybe that the US shutdown stops, you know. So all these three events could lead to that we are just slicing through that back to the upside. But otherwise, if if until the rate cut is nothing severely happening in the US, I think we're gonna get a move into the 50 moving average to around like $112,000, $113,000, get rejected from there, start consolidating at 110. Now on the liquidation heat map, so here we have now some liquidity that's building up below us, but not a lot. There's still so much more above us. You see now why I said $108,500. So if we move here into that level, that will lead to a short squeeze because of that area here, where shorts were piling up with their liquidation prices. And that, like I said, can lead to a move past $110,000, $112,000. So if we are actually breaking here above $110,500, here is almost no liquidity, so we're gonna spike up here, and that will lead then to that to that wick, you know, where we get then rejected from that area up here, because there's no liquidity. So we push just straight through that, you know, there's no resistance, and then you're gonna get a rejection back to the downside when we actually tap into resistance. Now, the Bitcoin dominance is pulling back here a little bit today, but nothing crazy. When we look here at the altcoins on my watch list, more or less everything is in green. We are a little bit higher up on some coins than we were yesterday, like here Render, Solana, even Sui, and some other coins. I will go over some coins here if I still have time. I need to see what's the timer saying. Yeah. If I'm quick, we can manage to do that. So total free market cap also sitting above support of $983 billion. Also here, most likely reversal in play right now. That could be turning out to be a V-shape if we get tomorrow a crazy move to the upside or the following day in direction of $1.04 trillion once again. When we are tapping into that level, we will start moving into a new all-time high fairly quickly. Again, altcoin trades all happening on Bybit. I have just shown you here my trade. You know, I'm up $2,000 on this, more or less. If you want to trade on Bybit, get here a Bybit card. Again, yesterday when I was out, was only spending with my Bybit card 10% cashback immediately with the link in the description, plus $30,000 in welcome bonuses, and here a $1,000 airdrop plus mystery plush if you directly become a VIP. Now, Ethereum bouncing off here $3,820 to the upside. Also here, you're not too late to enter this trade, but I made this now here more a short-term setup instead of the $5,000 target. If you want to make here quick couple $1,000, then enter right now. Trade this to $4,100, take profit there, you know, because we are running here into this downward sloping resistance line and the horizontal resistance level, so there might be also a rejection happening from the daily chart where you pull back a little bit here, slightly below $4,000 again, where you can then re-enter with all that money, and then you trade this into $5,000. So that is what I'm personally also looking to do here right now, even though the indicators clearly telling right now the story that we are ready to turn around and go to the upside, because here momentum is shifting back to the upside, RSI going up, stochastic about to print a buy signal today, so everything Gucci here. Then Solana moved already away from the original entry that I had given here and that I had also taken myself. Would I enter this here right now? Not really. Here you need to either wait that we turn around, come back to $180, or we break $190 and close the 4-hourly candle above that, and then you can trade the continuation to $217. So this current trade setup, if you missed it yesterday, don't enter this anymore. I would not do that. On the daily chart, really quick, also everything looking like that we are pumping now back to the upside. So if you want to have like a long-term trade, you know, you can open here a trade on like 3x leverage if you don't care if it goes a little bit up and down in between, you know, that would be absolutely fine. But otherwise, if you want to make it like quick money, you know, like in the next couple of days, don't do that. Don't do that. Wait for confirmation. You know, so if you are willing to hold this here into $230, $247, you can enter that trade right now. You know, if you want to have a swing trade, enter right now. Don't wait, you know, because you will not get the chance that we get much lower from here. Maybe $1 or $2, but it doesn't make a huge difference, you know. So I would rather enter them right now and in that swing trade than waiting for to come down here $1 or $2, you know. So, but for a short-term trade, I would not do that. Too risky. So then one of the coins that is actually ramping up here to go back to the upside and is currently around the entry level is Zcash. So Zcash, I would trade this here to the top of the golden ratio, $248 approximately. That is a 12.2% move to the upside. Why would I do this? Because we have broken above that downward sloping trend line here with a really strong 4-hourly candle. We need now some follow through. The stochastic starts to look here a little bit overextended soon, but MACD just flipped bullish. RSI also still in an uptrend and just starting to turn really bullish here if we move up another 4%. So this might be just one consolidation candle on the lower time frames, and the next 4-hourly candle is pushing here to the upside. Then BNB is one of the other coins that I would be looking at right now, but I need here this on this chart. Where is my BNB? There. Yeah, so here. So I gave you here the golden ratio. Look here, that sniper entry. That was a sniper entry. You know, I told you from, when we come down here, that's from where you should enter. So I hope some of you guys were able to catch that, because you could not make this up, guys. You know, I didn't move anything on this chart, and it came exactly down here. So sniper hit here once more. But if you missed that, then the next level is here $1,160. In between, don't enter. And the target is $1,375 approximately here, targeting the prior all-time high, because I think we are definitely going to go back there one more time and go in direction of 1,500, maybe even $2,000 approximately. So you can be a little bit more risk adverse. Again, if you want to trade this as a swing position, then just wait for this downward sloping trend line to be broken, and you can prematurely enter this trade and squeeze a couple percent more out of this. You know, so what would you get from here? 24 instead of 18. Yeah, another 6% basically. Another 6% is what you can squeeze out of that. Oh, these charts did not load, so I'm gonna do one more. Do I have time for that? Actually not, but I'm gonna do one more. Guys, really quick in the chat, if you want one more coin, what do you want me to look at? On my Solana long, I will be honest, there's 2x leverage on that. So, and here, look, I'm not kidding. I'm just gonna show that really quick, while I wait for coin suggestions. So there, 2x, only 2x. That's all what I use on that trade. I'm not going crazy on leverage, guys. You don't need that. Don't need go crazy on leverage. Unless you have like really a small portfolio. If I would have only like $200-300, I would use more leverage. No, I'm not doing meme coins. So when we are 90 people here, okay, I'm gonna wait one more. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do quick inner because I want to run here again. I would really want to keep this shorter for you guys. Also better for the YouTube algo. If I keep stream, wait, wrong chart. I was already thinking I had something drawn here for inner in the past. Oh, look here. W, that looks really good on the 4-hourly chart. So W forming here. Take out these highs, these equal highs here at 47.5 cents roughly, and I would buy this, and I would long this into the target. So this looks actually really good. If it breaks here above the neckline to 58.5 cents. So and here's your trade setup. Up. And honestly, I want now to make this always a little bit bigger because I saw in my analytics that a lot of you guys watch on your phones. So I want that you can clearly see what's happening here. So that is a 23% move here to the upside. So that is a really good trade. I want to take this trade myself, honestly, here with a, yeah, just around here. 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, absolutely fine here. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this myself. So let's see how this is looking here on the daily chart. Yeah, there's still room. You know, I could see ANA flying here another 23% to the upside. So absolutely. So that is good catch. Whoever sent this, that was definitely a good catch here. I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on that. So, but guys, as I said, I want to go again. I want to keep these streams shorter. Well, even in crazy. Last time when I looked at the time, it was 17 minutes. Now it's 23. Insane. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in again here on the Saturday. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then with bigger portfolios tomorrow.